Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Jason Storm, and today we are unboxing and reviewing a Viewsonic VX2758-p-mhd. What does the P stand for? Well, premium, of course. Or at least I'd like to think so. But what's better than one Viewsonic VX2758-p-mhd? Two, of course, you silly duffers. And what's better than two? Well, I'm glad you asked. Three is better than two. This is kind of stupid, isn't it? Why three? Well, my simulator requires three, I'm afraid. So what are the specs on this Viewsonic Full HD LED backlit displays? Well, these ones are 27 inches big, or 69 centimeters if you talk in that language. These are gaming monitors. These are 144 Hertz, 1 millisecond displays, and according to Viewsonic, this is 1 millisecond MPRT and G to G, which is grey to grey, response time. The AMD FreeSync technology. It's three-sided frameless design, has two HDMI ports, one display port. It comes with flicker-free and blue light filter, eye care technology for reliable and sincere commitment to users' health. Viewsonic care for you is what they're saying. Not only do they like your money, they also care for you. They want you to come back and spend more money with them. Because if you're blind, well, you don't need monitors, and therefore you won't give them any more money. Now there is a little asterisk on their website about these displays, and it's this monitor is GeForce Driver G-Sync enable ready. There's a little disclaimer thing there on that. For some reason my phone won't actually go into that disclaimer. Dual integrated speakers, Visa compatibility, 100 by 100, 3-year warranty, etc. This is straight from Viewsonic's website. And for those wondering, this particular Viewsonic is a TN panel, not a IPS or VA like my Philips in my other room, but it's all about what you're using the monitors for. You probably can't hear me, I'm kind of blocking my mic, aren't I? By the way, how do you like my mic placement? I tried to make it as invisible as possible so you don't notice it. I think I did well. Anyway, let's open these puppies up, because that's what you all want to see, isn't it? The monitors. Alright, let's... So this monitor comes with a HDMI cable, which I mostly won't be using. I went out and bought these display cables just before. Display cables, display port cables. Got a power cable, instruction manual. We do have what looks to be a pretty much fixed, other than tilt, little display thing, but then your legs, that'll go do like that. But we're not using that because everybody obviously probably knows my setup back here. 3 monitors, monitor mount using Visa. 100 by 100 centimeter Visa. Well, at least I hope they're 100, because They could be 75 and I didn't realize, and I got 3 monitors with 100 by 100 VESA. That would be bad, but anyway, try not to drop them. Look at that. So, you probably can't see my face. Not that you need to. So we've got pretty much a frameless type design around the side and the top. Although the screen does start a little bit down from that. So you do have a little bit of a black border. But I thought these would be really good for when you're putting 3 screens next to each other with the frameless design. You know, the bad thing about this frameless design, and Viewsonic, I really don't like you for this. So you make a frameless design perfect for putting 3 monitors together, triple monitors, gaming monitors. So gaming people put 3 monitors together, right? So that's why you do this frameless design. And then you go and put the buttons on the side, don't you? Someone's not quite using their noggin. Great design. Great design. A 4-year-old child might be able... No, I won't say that. I like you, Viewsonic. Please sponsor me. I've never had a sponsor on YouTube in my life, and I don't think Viewsonic's probably ever going to sponsor me anyway. So, anyway, we've got the 2 HDMIs and display ports there, and a little headphone jacky thing because you've got some speakers up here. Probably not any good, but we're about to find out. I better check to see if these VESA mount holes will actually fit on my triple monitor mount. I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, they look to be right. Alright, I think we're good. I'm not going to bore you with another 2 of those. What I'm going to do is, so I'm going to quickly pull these monitors off, and then I reckon I'll mount one at a time. Alright? Chup chup! Spend a bit of time with these monitors now. I can give you my basic review of them. I'm in no way a monitor or color aficionado. I just want to get that straight out there now. I'm not going to tell you how accurate the colors are or anything. Like, by my eye, the colors are fine. The visual quality is as good as you'll probably get for 1080p, particularly in this price range. Keep in mind these are TN panels, they're not VA panels, they're not IPS panels. If you really want color accuracy, you're probably best off going VA, like my Philips curved monitor I got in the other room. I think I've got a review of that on this channel as well. These are TN panels. They're pretty good for gaming, pretty cheap, 144 Hz, 1 millisecond. The thing I was worried about with these monitors, especially in this setup, and I've got 3 of them at quite a bit of an angle here, my issue, or my potential issue I was worried about, was TN panels aren't known for their viewing angles normally. For me, as I'm sitting in this sim rig looking, these side monitors, I don't have any glare, it doesn't go darker or anything within my vicinity of being in the sim. The image itself only tends to get a little bit darker or change when I'm like really at the side here, like, but definitely within acceptable range. Viewing angles are pretty good as far as I can see. I haven't experienced any screen tearing or anything like that. However, I am currently running these monitors on AMD FreeSync. So maybe if you're not using AMD FreeSync, maybe you will, maybe not, I don't know. But currently with my 5700 AMD graphics card, with these monitors running AMD FreeSync, I haven't had a problem. I haven't had any screen tearing. I'm running these panels. How do I get into a menu? I'm running these panels on response time advanced, out of the standard, advanced and ultra fast. So advanced is just in the middle ground somewhere. I think advanced is the most reliable setting to keep it on. Again, haven't had any issues or screen tearing or anything on advanced. I could run it on ultra fast, but I feel I don't need to. Especially in racing games and all that, coming up to the corner, running down a straight really quickly and all the barriers and all of that, I find is crystal clear. It looks and feels so much better. I haven't had any dead pixels on these three monitors. However, I do have a little whitish spot coming from the edge here on this middle monitor, which I don't think I'm going to bother about. I don't really notice it, and I can't be bothered sending it for replacement, so it is what it is. But just keep that in mind. I did have that out of the box. One thing of improvement I do think that Viewsonic can work on, however, my light just went off. Anyway, now that I've got my light back on, one thing I do feel that could be better with this monitor that annoys me a bit is the fact that we've got a frameless design here. There's no bezels, and yet the screen is about 1/2 centimeter or so away from the side. I feel like that can be better. You might as well have bezel there if the screen doesn't go all the way to the sides. Especially when you've got a triple monitor set up like this, 2 centimeters creates a centimeter of gap, which is annoying. It doesn't need to be there. Surely we've advanced to the point where we don't need that much blank space there. Like, surely we can decrease that a bit. I've liked these monitors and totally worth the 300-ish Australian dollars I paid for them. These are, in terms of price wise, with the other 27 144 Hz 1 millisecond monitors, these were pretty much the cheapest out there, at least in my country anyway. And yet the performance has been quite good. Haven't had a big issue. And if you can't afford $1,000 a monitor, you can only spend $1,000 for like all three. These have not been a bad option. Definitely don't regret buying them for the price. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, everybody. Hit that like button if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next video.